weekends milking cows, I brave freezing temperatures to bed cows in winter storms, and I often have the responsibility of feeding 60 baby calves. Did you know that a child born in America has less than 1% chance of being born into a dairy farm family? Statistically speaking, I have a better chance of going to prison than having a dad as a dairy farmer. So although there are some days I wish I had a different life, I do kind of like having the opportunity to experience such a rare childhood. One thing I have gained from growing up on a farm is an appreciation for dairy cows. When you spend 8 hours in one night milking cows, you have to think about something. Surprisingly, I have concluded that there are several traits in a dairy cow that remind me of my experiences in 4-H. We raise Holsteins on our farm. One of the first things you notice about Holsteins is they all have their own unique spots. It's kind of like a fingerprint. We once had a cow on our farm that had a perfect Mickey Mouse head shape on her side. It was so unique and different that a farm magazine came to take pictures and write a story about her. Like a dairy cow, 4-H truly has unique traits that make it stand out from other youth organizations. 4-H is the nation's largest positive youth development organization, empowering 6 million young people in the United States and another 1 million around the world. In partnership with 110 universities, 4-H life-changing programs are research-based and available through clubs, camps, and after-school programs in every county in America. Even though 4-H has such a large reach around the world, its goal is to change one 4-H'er at a time, as it encourages youth to lead a revolution of responsibility throughout their own community. When I talk to my friends about the opportunities 4-H gives me, they are amazed. Because of the broad scope and incredible history of 4-H, it opens doors that no other organization can. Working on a farm definitely teaches the law of harvest, which states, whatever you sow, you reap. In the case of a dairy cow, the better her diet, the more high quality of milk she will produce. For example, cows in Ethiopia are the lowest producing cows in the world, producing only 838 pounds of milk per year. That's about 4 cups per day. But in the United States, when cows are fed a carefully balanced mix of feed and vitamins, they can produce as much as 130 cups per day. That is a huge difference. As I think about my experience in 4-H, I realized that in the beginning, I was like a cow from Ethiopia. My 2 older sisters had been involved in 4-H their whole lives, and they took advantage of every opportunity that they could find. As I got old enough, my mom started signing me up for these activities as well. It made me a little mad because I felt like I had to participate because my sisters were. So when I attended these activities, I often came with a bad attitude, and I didn't put my heart into it. Consequently, I wasn't having a lot of fun or making a difference in my life. Fortunately, I quickly had a change of heart. Something clicked in my head, and I realized as long as I was going to be a member of 4-H, I better make the most of it. That change in thinking has made all the difference. Recently, I attended mock legislature at the state capitol, and this time I decided I wanted to be prepared. So I spent extra time studying the lawmaking process and the bills that were going to be presented. When I arrived, I was more prepared than I had ever been for a 4-H event before, and I learned so much. This summer, I decided to take this attitude one step further by working closely with my county agent to improve the number and quality of 4-H volunteers. One of the biggest weaknesses in our 4-H county program is that we have such few volunteer leaders. And since volunteers are the heart of the 4-H program, I decided something needed to change. So I talked to my county agent, and together we came up with a plan to revolutionize how we work with 4-H volunteers, and I am currently in the process of developing a survey for the members in my community and hope to have 30 new volunteers recruited by the end of the summer. Did you know that milk is the only food commodity harvested daily? Simply put, a dairy cow never gets the day off. At 4:30 a.m. on Christmas morning, you'll find me and my family at the farm milking cows. Although a cow only gives 1 squeeze of milk at a time, over her lifetime, she'll produce over 22,000 gallons of milk. This is exactly what my experience in 4-H is turning out to be. I have been a member of 4-H for over 7 years. My involvement in projects seemed very small at first. Simple cooking and sewing projects. To me, it didn't seem like my 4-H career would ever amount to much. Yet, as I look back, I can see how step by step, 4-H 4-H has shaped me into who I am. I've completed dozens of projects and won dozens of ribbons at state and county fairs. I've attended over 10 state events where I have met and mingled with hundreds of 4-Hers from all over the state, and I have taught 3 camps on a county level where I was able to impact the lives of younger kids in my community, and I have also traveled to Washington, D.C. for a national camp. Margaret Thatcher once said, "Think of a day when you felt supremely satisfied. It is not a day when you lounged around doing nothing. It is a day when you had everything to do, and you did it." This is what 4-H is doing for me. There is rarely a day that 4-H doesn't play a part in my life, and I have a feeling that the best is yet to come. Of course, the main thing dairy cows are known for is producing a rich, natural, wholesome product that feeds our nation. 1 cup of milk provides 9 essential nutrients, all for just pennies per ounce, making milk one of the best nutritional values in the supermarket. The product 4-H is producing are youth who are committed to making a difference in our nation. They are the youth who pledge their head, heart, hands, and health to their clubs, communities, countries, and world. Just think of the impact of 7 million youth working together, creating one project at a time with the goal of making the world a better place. There is no way to place a value on that kind of impact, and I feel honored to be part of it. So thank you, Dad, for being a dairy farmer and encouraging me to make my best better by being a member of 4-H. I never expected to learn this much from a dairy cow, but it turns out they have taught me some of the most important lessons in my life. Thank you.